it's Jules here with Beanie.
Hello.
And welcome back to another episode of the Monday Night War, set on the one and only Brobna. And today, it is very hot outside, so we're trying to keep things as chill as possible by having a little friendly game between the White Scars and the great... Beanie, what's going on? What's going on?
Chaos, it's what's for dinner!
Oh my god, it's Chewie!
Hello!
That's right, Chewie is here once more, and we are playing a big battle. It's going to be Grey Knights and the White Scars, also known as the Yellow Scars, because they're Beanie's custom chapter, versus the forces of chaos, led by the one and only Abaddon. So here we are in another ruined sector of Brobna, and we have a large battlefield on show today. It is a desert and scorching hot environment, much like the outside of Wales today. I mean, look at that sun. It blinds my eyes. Now, we're playing a Tempest of War game today, 2,000 points. It's going to be the forces of chaos versus White Scars and Grey Knights as they desperately try to stave off the evil and corruption of the Lord of Abs himself. Now, Chewie is bringing a mighty army, so let's go and take a look at what he's bringing to the table. So, Chewie, what horrors have you brought to the table today? That is a pretty mean-looking list, and of course, we know the warlord in today's army is going to be Big Abby himself.
Yes, I've had to print off the rules because, to be honest with you, I've got Battle Scribe, and I'll be just going through back and forth, and I can't believe how many rules.
I mean, just look, as a preview, this is just his one rule selection here.
Yes.
This is ridiculous. Nice and easy game, 40k, isn't it?
Yeah, I won't rattle off how many rules he's got, because otherwise it just takes too long.
We just know that he is a mean fighting machine, and he can only lose 3 wounds per phase, so he's going to be very difficult to shift. But what about your Demon Prince that you've got here?
Demon Prince, he's got Mark of Khorne, he's got the Demon Axe, and clearly wings.
Yep.
He has got a demonic axe, which is quite beefy.
Nice.
And so he's got the additional attack, as well as the very
Nice.
strong.
He doesn't have like any relics. Does he have a warlord trait if you paid for him for that, or?
No, he's got Talisman of Burning Blood.
Okay, what's that?
Which means add 1 to the bearer's attack characteristic, and he can do heroic intervention 5 inches, 6 inches horizontally, 5 inches vertically.
That is very nice indeed.
Get in there.
And also, each time he makes a melee attack and destroys an enemy unit, he adds 1 to the attack attack characteristic. So
that
basically
is
it's just
rough.
Wrecking ball.
That is rough indeed. What about over here? What's in terms of the troop selection have you
So
got?
you've got 3 5-man legionnaires.
Yep.
Or legionnaires. Chain swords and melters, and you got power fist and a power sword in one squad.
Little toolbox.
Nice.
Little toolbox, yeah.
Have any of these guys got any marks at all?
They've got Mark of Khorne. Basically, I've gone fairly simple, so Khorne, because there's a lot to. Because this will be the first time I've actually played 9th edition Black Legion.
Nice.
So
So we've got obliterators over here, no marks on them, no fuss, but a lot of firepower indeed.
Yes.
And then you've got some Terminators.
yeah, they're undivided.
Nice, okay.
Okay.
That's nice.
They're a bit clueless. Have
And are these berserkers over here as
They
well?
are berserkers, yes. So fortunately, obviously because of White Dwarf and thankfully Battle Scribe, I'm able to put them in as elite choices, but they lose the World Eaters.
Fair enough.
So they're the Hounds of Abaddon right
Hounds
now.
of Abaddon,
Nice.
yes, indeed.
So does that mean that you can still use the strats on them from the White Dwarf?
No, because they're not, because they've lost the World Eaters.
Gotcha.
Keyword.
Okay.
Keyword.
Fair
So
enough.
Black Legion.
So, yeah.
And then you've got a kind of, well, as a Beanie would call it, an armoured fist of chaos, because there are 2 predators at the back over here and 2 rhinos.
Oh, you love to see it.
So the Blingmobile, the one with the chain on the front,
Yep.
they're going to have that's going to be the Berserker's little joyride.
Nice.
And then ignore all the additional weapons on the...
Ignore
premises. Yeah, ignore the Havoc Launcher, and I think the Stormbolt is free actually anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's... Las Cannons, Annihilators.
But they're not just any regular las cannons, they are soul shatter cannons, which are d6 plus 2, and they are toughness 8 predators instead of the Imperium's toughness 7. So this is going to be a hard group to shift. Is it 2,000 points on the nose?
No, it's a little bit... 1998.
Ooh, no,
Bargain.
a good year to
It
be
was a good
alive.
year.
Indeed. So that is nearly 2,000 points of Black Legion ready to stomp out the Imperium, and let's take a look at what Beanie and I are bringing to the table. So to counter the horrors of chaos, I am bringing a Grey Knight contingent over here, 1,000 points on the nose, and they are led by the mighty Kaldor Drago. Now, he is He is no slouch either, with a 3-up invulnerable save, the Titan Sword at his side, and the ability to cast and deny too, so he will hopefully be wreaking some psychic power through the Black Legion, but they can deny with their sort of, what's it called again? Their hatred
Scorn of sorcery.
Scorn of sorcery. So, okay, so I might struggle to get a few things through, but hopefully I'll be able to smite away here and there. I've got a 5-man strike squad, I've got a 5-man interceptor squad, and I've got a 10-man blob of Terminators with a warding stave in there as well to help me get some 4-up invulnerable saves at ranged. And I've got 1 Soul Dread Knight at the back with a great sword, and despite looking like he has a heavy psi cannon, he actually has a heavy psi incinerator instead. So that is my selection of the Grey Knights. I'm running them as the Prescient Brotherhood, which allows me some funky strats and a cool spell. But hopefully I'll be able to be supported by Beanie's firepower, because he's bringing the white/yellow scars. Beanie, tell us what you got today.
Okay, so today we have Captain Rodri on his bike with his Thunderhammer and Combi Melter combo.
Do you know what I love more than him in general?
How keep running him?
The fact that you keep running him despite the fact that he misses quite a lot sometimes.
Yes, he does, with Ironi. So he has been given the relic, the Plume of the Plains Runner, which gives an aura to give people a +1 to their advance and charge, which is really nice for
very
army
useful
who wants to get up in your grill. He has 2 warlord traits. He has the Imperium Sword and the Storm of Chagorian Storm.
Nice.
Which is the D3 additional attacks on the charge.
Very cool.
Which is very cool. Then behind him I have a 7-man squad of Intercessor because of points.
Yep.
With a Power Fist. Then next to that there's a 5-man Intercessor squad. They all have the auto bolt rifles, so they can advance and still shoot.
Yes.
Because that is one of the best things about being a White Scar. And now in my elites, we have the 5-man squad of Blade Guard veterans, because they are delicious in White Scars in turn 3. That's a flat 3 sword.
Yeah, flat 3 sword for the power sword. It's insane.
That's just a Terminator gone in a hit. It's incredible. Right, and to then back that up, we have in my fast attack, I brought some Outriders, now that they have gone back to their proper points of 45 instead of 50.
Yep.
So they're no longer complete poop.
They're just slight poop.
Now they're just slight poop, yes, indeed. Yeah, me too. They look amazing. It looks like a Kira. Right, and next to that we have some Eliminators. And today I'm going to be running them with the Las Fusils, because I've never tried them, and now that they're free,
you might as well.
They sound amazing.
Yep.
And then to round off the list, we've got Big Die.
Yeah, know him, you love him.
Rocking a Graflux Bombard, the Siege Claw, twin Volkite booby cannons, and he has got 2 Hunter missiles.
Oh, beautiful stuff.
Yes.
Now, is this is the big question here, is this 1,000 points on the nose? Is it? Is it, Bean? Because this is the thing. Because at the moment, so that is 2,000 points of Imperium. So, Chewie, it was great seeing you, mate. That's a great game. Unfortunately, we win because as soon as you hit it on the nose, that's it, done. So, fantastic. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, all that other stuff as well. I'm joking, of course, because he's probably going to stomp us into the ground. Anyway, let's get set up on the table with this Tempest of War deck and get all of our armies deployed, and then have some fun. So let's find out what mission we're playing today and how we are deploying. So the primary mission today is, my friends... Oh, it's upside down. It is Vital Ground. So we score if you can 3 victory points if you control an objective marker in your own deployment zone. You score 4 victory points if you control one in no man's land, and you control 5 victory points if you control an objective marker in the opponent's deployment zone. So 3, 4, and 5. And in every battle round, at the end of each battle round, you score 1 victory point for each enemy unit that was destroyed during that battle round, to a maximum of 3 victory points. So it is, unfortunately, Crush, Kill, Destroy, which is what we were not looking for the primary, but that's okay. Maybe the secondaries will save us here. So we're going for... deployment is going to be sweeping engagement.
Didn't we have that in the last?
We did when we were playing with Crazy Doug, but they don't know that because they are not on the channel, so that's completely fine. So we're going to be doing side to side on that one there, and we have got Vox Static. In this mission, command reroll stratagems cost 2 CP instead of 1. That's going to suck.
Good job on the Abaddon, isn't it?
Oh, great. Yeah. Okay, well, that's going to be what we're playing today, so let's get the units deployed, and I'll be right back. So here we are after deployment. The Armoured Fist of Chaos has taken up residence in this corner of the map, and things are looking pretty serious indeed. We've got a Rhino supported by a Predator, another Predator supported by a Rhino, inverse relationship there, and they are ready to scream forward and shatter the souls of anyone who is unfortunate enough to be in their line of sight. The Legionaries at the back are holding on to Chewie's home objective, and on the very far side over here, the Demon Prince with wings is hiding just inside of Scraptown, so they can move forward and batter every single Imperium foe that he basically comes across. We've been a little bit more conservative. We've had plonked a lot of our boys over on this side here. The Strike Squad and the Interceptors are holding this objective, ready to push forward, and Caldor Drago is here to sling somebody forward with Gates of Infinity. Beanie's got his Outriders and Rodri over here, ready to scream forward and capture that objective, or that one, depending on which one we need first. And this tag team here, the newest WWE champions in the making, Big Die and Gorilla Bot over here, are ready to move forward and basically tag team everyone into the ground. I don't know what their special move is going to be called, but we'll come up with it as and when it applies. Obviously, Beanie's Sergeant over here is already ready to run away, but hopefully he'll stick around for more than one turn and capture some objectives for us. But that has been our deployment. We're going to roll for turn 1, and my God, pray for Mojo. But before we start the battle, do you want to be a cool person and support Live and Let's Dice a little bit more? Then why not join the Discord by following the link that's down in the description of this video? It helps an absolute ton. And if you are not already, please consider subscribing and becoming a member for the channel, because it helps us immeasurably. It allows us to buy cool terrain stuff like this, invite people down to play with us, and do special events. It all is super appreciated. And you can find our handles for social medias here. Lovely stuff. Anyway, let's get on with the battle. So, Chewie won the roll-off, but has graciously allowed us to go first. I think that it's actually part of his ploys. So we're going to start off our turn by drawing our 3 secondary objectives. We've got overwhelming firepower, so we just need to destroy things with ranged attacks. Probably not going to happen today. No. We've got area denial, which is pretty good because of the fact... if you generate this secondary mission in the first battle round, you have to generate a new one. So it goes to the bottom of the pile. We get deploy teleport home, which is only available to do in their deployment zone. And finally, we've got grind them down, which we probably can do, which is just destroy units. So we've got to destroy things with ranged, get into his deployment zone, or destroy other things. That's not great for us.
No, but let's just see how it goes.
Indeed. Right, we're going to get our movement on, and in the command phase, Caldor Drago is going to give re-rolls, because he has to nominate something. He's going to give re-rolls to the Inceptor squad over there. Cool. Right. On with the movement. Just as a bit of admin while we're going through this, I forgot to say which tide that I'm in. I'm sticking into the tide of convergence today, so all of my psi weapons have a 6-inch plus to their range, and each time I make a melee attack with a nemesis weapon on an unmodified wound, you suffer 1 mortal wound in addition to the normal damage. So here we are after turn 1 Imperium movement, and everything has surged forward. The Nemesis Dread Knight and his tag team partner Big Die are pushing forward over there, looking cool, doing the 5-second Christian and Edge pose from the Attitude Era. They are supported by the Intercessors, who have moved forward. They're just shy of claiming the Crossroads, meet you at the Crossroads objective, but they are making their intentions known. I've zipped forward the Interceptors over here with their jetpacks, and Rodri and his cohort are pushing through the barricades over here, ready to stem the flow of that Demon Prince. Now, Caldor Drago over here has actually decided to stay still. Not because he's a coward, but because he's going to try and cast Gates of Infinity on himself so that he can bounce forward and take on this Demon Prince on his own. It is a stupid plan. It is a turn 1 plan. It is a Grey Knight's plan. So let's see if we can get that happening, because we're moving into the psychic phase now, and Caldor Drago is going to try and cast Gates of Infinity on himself. It does not go off, I don't believe, on a 5. So let's just see if what does it actually need? I think should be the top card that is there. 7, and it's going to be 2 CP to re-roll this. Do I want to even bother with this? Is it worth it for 2 CPs? We're shaking our heads.
It's always worth it.
That's the thing. The thing is, the Vox static here makes it very unfortunate that re-rolls are going to punish us, and I would obviously have to pay again for another re-roll. So it could be 4 CP to do a banter charge. It's not happening. It's off the table. We're moving on. Okay, he's going to cast instead Sanctuary onto the group in front of him, giving him a 4-up ranged invulnerable. which does go off. There's the 7 I needed before, but they do have Sanctuary on this strike squad over here. So that is all of my psychic phase done. And let's move into the shooting phase. So to kick things off in the shooting phase, these Eliminators and their las fusils are going to look all the way down the line at the Demon Prince there, and they're going to try and snipe his wee face off. So it is 3 shots, hitting on 2s. There's the one. Classico. Strength?
It says 8, so 3's to wound.
2 big wounds coming in at
-4 because of the Devastator Doctrine.
Oh, because we're in the Devastator Doctrine as
4
well.
up in fun.
Here we go.
He does not care.
Shrugs both of them off, so the Eliminators do nada, but they have at least given them a warning shot across the bow, as you would say.
Or just highlighted where they are.
Oh, yeah. And now they've got the burning ire of that Demon Prince. Can anyone else see them? These guys here have got auto bolt rifles. They've got...
it's 24 inch range for them.
Are they within
so
range?
They're not in, but
No.
he will be at 30
with his grab flux bombard.
So the grab flux is only 24, but his booby cannons are 30.
Cool, so Volkite's booby cannons going in against the Demon Prince.
Hit on 3s.
Okay, so hitting on 3s with the Volkites. That's not bad.
Yeah, I'll take it.
And now we're looking for strength.
So strength 5, so he'll be wounding on 5s or 6s are those sweet, sweet mortals.
Which we
And
do get
there's a
1.
6.
And that's the only one, actually. So it's no minus because of the Armour of Contempt in
Yes,
this case. So it is 1 regular save for your Demon Prince, which does not go through, but you do take 1 mortal wound from the Volkites.
Ow.
I know, right? The first bit of blood, demonic or otherwise, has been spilled.
Let me just knock him down to 7.
Oh, no.
The only other shot that I can really make against him now is Rodri and his twin...
It's got the melter.
Yeah, but it's only 12 inch range.
Oh, of course,
So
right.
his twin bolt gun on the front of his bike, hitting on 2s.
Nice.
Wounding on 5s.
Oh, 3 wounds coming
3
in.
wounds, no minus.
Because of Armour of Contempt. Ooh, and 2 wounds caused. Not bad at all. There's the
makes no
hubris for saying how many wounds he had, Chewie. Okay, so that is, unfortunately, probably all for our shooting phase. Everything else is going to be slightly out of range. I will double check with the weapons that they've got here, the Storm Bolters. I don't know if they have the Psi keyword. It probably doesn't give them that.
You can give them the Psi keyword.
I think I can. I'm just going to have a look at some strats and see if I can improve it to get some chip damage. So unfortunately, I have no strats to give it the Psi keyword to increase the range. So unfortunately, that's going to be the end of our shooting phase. And I think it's the end of our turn. There are no charges to be made or declared. There's nothing else going for us. So all we've managed to do is 3 wounds in total against a Demon Prince who is pretty spicy now and looking for revenge. As we now go into the Black Legion, turn 1. At the beginning of Chewie's turn, he's drawn his secondary missions and he's got Grind Them Down, Defend Stronghold and Battlefield Supremacy. He did spend 1 CP to bin off one of the objectives before. So basically he's got to kill stuff, hold on to his own territory over here, which is pretty easily done considering all of the people that he's got around him, and also go out and claim some objectives of his own. He needs to have 3 objectives in total under his control at the end of our next round. But now he's going to go into his movement phase. So Chewie's turn 1 movement is over. Do you want to walk us through some of the greater finesse points of your grand stratagem?
Because most of them are Mark of Khorne.
Yep.
They want to move and smack stuff.
Indeed.
So Khorne Berserkers have got out with the hope of charging the Intercessors.
Yep, big
'cause
charge.
They smell funny.
Yep.
The Predators have stayed in position because they've got good firing arcs.
I mean, it's straight down the line over here, and it's my Dread Knight over here is exposed over there to be shot at. So yeah, not bad, not bad.
So my intention is then to move the Rhino up to claim that objective because of Battlefield Supremacy.
Yep.
And then he's not happy that he's been shot and lost wounds.
Yeah, the Demon Prince has moved forward to take on Rodri and his pals.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it at the minute.
You also dumped out
yes.
half of the legionaries from this Rhino over here, because there's another 5 in there, isn't there?
Yes, there is another 5.
So basically, they're over here so they can support the boys when that inevitably gets popped and the other boys jumped out. Very nice indeed. A good bit of movement. Now, yeah, I'm very scared. Now, you don't have any psychic. That's good, at least. You're now active in that phase. So let's move into your shooting phase. What would you like to... I was going to say shoot at, but let's be honest. What do you want to destroy first?
Well, because it's wanted destruction, obviously additional 6s...
Explode.
Explode. So I'm going to do shooting my Predators.
Nice.
So your Wraith Knight
Wraith Knight. Do you think I'm some?
Sorry.
Do you think that I'm
Dread
some
Knight.
sort of like thin-boned Eldar player? No,
And
this is a chunky man witch, my friend.
At the end of the day, you're shining and disgusting. So
Yeah,
we're gonna,
fair enough.
We're going to shoot you.
Can I just quickly ask you, what does your Black Legion trait do?
Closest units
Yep.
basically are add additional hit, so you're hitting on 2s at closer units.
Is that ranged or is
range?
Okay, so if you were shooting at your predators at that squad over there, say, they would get a +1 to hit doing that. Very nice.
Yeah, and also melee, there's no penalties for
that's
attrition.
very good. That's very good. Okay, so let's shoot at the Bread Knight over here, because he's about to be a big sitting duck. How many?
So I'm going to have to separate.
Yep.
So the two sponsons.
Soul Shatter. Oh, so these are two regular sponsons, is it?
Sponsors hitting you on that,
Yep. Not good.
and then the soul ones.
Ooh, one miss.
I'm going to re-roll, so that's 2.
2 CP
I
down.
don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, you've got enough here. Okay,
Yeah,
so
but-
big
and
hit.
that's an additional as
Ooh,
well.
okay, so-
it's 3 for the show.
That ain't
See you,
good.
buddy.
Yeah, that ain't good
Right,
for me.
wounding on 3s.
This is the sponsons, isn't it?
Yeah.
So one miss there, one wound. Do you want me to take the save for this first or stack them up?
So because obviously, just because different profile.
Yeah, okay, so this is a 4-up invulnerable save
Yeah.
for his quantum shielding stuff, which he's made.
Okay.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate that.
And then 3s for the other one.
Okay, so 2 more wounds. Now, these are D6 +2 for each one that gets
Do it
through.
again, do it again.
Now, I'm just going to give a little kiss, mwah, and I'm going to ask the Emperor to bless these dice. He blessed one of them. Now, this is going to be D6 +2. I do think this is worth the reroll here, so I am going to spend the 2 CP that it cost me to do so. And we're looking for a 4-up here. Yes! 0 damage on that boy there. Thank you very much, that boy and Emperor. Big man in the sky. Now, because of the fact that he's poking his sword out a little too much for Chewie's liking, he's now dedicating the second predator into him. So, sponsons, hitting on. Ooh, only 1 hit this time. No explodey. And then the other one's the Soul Shatter. 2 big hits.
2 big hits.
Okay, so the sponsons to wound. Does wound indeed, and a 4-up save. Oh, I've just dropped one on the floor. I'll try that again.
That was amazing.
He does
did
make it a
well.
4-up save again. Fantastic. Give me that dice back. I need these
And
lucky...
there's also a shoulder.
A shoulder pad?
No, a backpack.
Oh, backpack. Thank you.
Good.
Okay, so these are the Soul Shatters. And, only 1 save to make here. And it is on the 4-up again.
4-up.
Oh, it bounced off there. So that will be
D6
D6 +2. 4. Oh, that's
8
full damage.
damage.
8 damage on the Dread Knight. He was lucky, but then when that 1 hit got through, it punched the driver or the user straight in the chops, and he is not feeling good about that. Ouch. So unfortunately, he is down to 5 wounds. Ouch! The Rhino is now going to fire its combi bolter down into the intercessors, hitting on. Ooh. 1 hit.
1 wound.
1 wound, no AP, and also 1 save of regular on your intercessors, my friend.
Okay, let's see. Oh, and they're in cover.
Not from the side there.
Okay, they're not. 3s.
Ooh,
That's a 1.
1 wound on that.
Wound.
This Rhino now firing into this squad of intercessors.
Rapid fire as well.
Yeah, he's within close range, hitting on.
And then, no, it's 2s, because Black Legion.
Yeah,
of
that's
course.
the thing.
Yeah, that's
And it's
really
2
nice.
additional hits.
Yeah, 'cause they're rapid fire, so 6
Nice.
hits from 4 shots.
That is not bad. They're splitting it like the Imperial Fists used to do.
I don't think you have to roll them.
No, it's just 2 auto hits.
Oh, it is, you're right.
Yeah. So, now it's all of those back in the pool for
Yeah.
wounding on 4s.
Only 3. Only 2, sorry.
2 wounds, no AP.
2 3-ups. Let's see them.
Ooh, okay.
Failed another.
1 wound against that squad. Can those legionaries see
No,
them?
they're out of range.
They're out of range for them. So, does he have anything shooting? No, he does
No,
not.
He's just got
The Berserkers can't see anything over there. That's it for the shooting phase, then I would say, unless you've got anything special hidden in the warp. I mean, you've done a big punch with that one there. That was a big swing and a hit.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Into the charge phase, nominate your charges. I'm assuming that this is a charge that you want to make, and I don't think you can technically fail because you're actually on the barricade, so it's kind of... We'll just assume that one's gone ahead. Over here, where is the Rhino going to go, if anywhere?
It's going to stay put.
Fair play. What about the
Because they're
Berserkers?
going to go into the intercessor.
So charge from the Berserkers into the Intercessors over here. Let's see if they can get in. They are not in with that, I don't
Would
think.
you like to re-roll it and see if you can make it?
Yes.
So this is going to be the 2 CP.
No.
They are not in.
2 CP, not 12 spent.
Oh, okay. So that is a
That's
lot.
really punishing, isn't it, the 2 CP?
I know, the Vox Static is
Oh.
playing havoc with us right now, but you are now going to do a roll for your Demon Prince because you want to try and target Rod as well as the Outriders. So let's see what we get here.
Oh,
there.
Absolutely.
Now, where's he going to plonk his big body?
there, I think.
So,
Actually,
right in the
let's
middle.
have a check.
Because you might be able to get over to the other side there and tag into those Grey Knights as well.
Yeah, if I want to get hit again. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying you could.
So let's do
Okay,
that.
that is horrific. He's already there. So, how many attacks are we going to get? Well, we're going to find out once we've read the sheet. So, the Demon Prince is using his malefic talons and giant hell-forged axe to cleave through Rod and his pals, and he's separating his attacks. He's doing 5 attacks into Rod and the rest into the Outriders. So,
5 into
the
the
other way
Outriders.
around.
oh, the way around. So 5 into the Outriders and the rest into Rod. So, do you want to do the Outriders first, or do
Yes,
Rod
let's
first?
do the Outriders first.
Okay, so hitting on 2s. He drops 1. No 6s of exploding yet because wonton soup is not in the third part of the menu.
Transhuman.
You should have declared that as soon as we then, just because he'd already made the roll in there. I'm just trying to be fair.
Okay.
2s, because he's strength 10.
Oh,
And it's minus...
Minus-
only minus 2.
so down to -1 then. So
Okay.
here we go.
So 4 ups.
Come on, I believe. Ooh, that's actually not that bad. There's only 1 died out of that because they're 3 damage
Yeah.
apiece. So that's okay, and then the rest into Rod.
3 attacks.
Here we
He
go.
attacks with the axe and then the talon to him as well.
Hitting on 2s again. He
2s.
drops another 1. Will he be able to get through on... Oh, he's 2 wounds through, so it's the 4-up invulnerable saves of Rod now.
I see him.
What's his base save of Rod as? Is it 3?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. So... Oh, he made them both.
Nice.
So 1 Malefic Talon, and then he gets to strike back. He hits. Ew, it does not
No, it
wound.
doesn't wound.
Okay, so the Demon Prince has managed to tear apart one of the Outriders, but now has to face the wrath of, and I will turn them around for you because they want to do a popper wheelie.
Thank you.
Rod is getting real close and personal right now. So, is Rod going first?
Yes.
He's rolled
So-
for the Chigorian Storm, so he got 1 extra attack. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
so he's got 7 attacks here.
Hitting on.
3.
Ooh, is this the... And there's the classic Rod, but he has done so much better than he normally does. Wounding on 3.
3. He's got strength 8.
Yes, and this is toughness.
7, 8. Yeah.
Okay, so there is 5 wounds coming in at
Five,
minus...
So it'll be -2.
Down to minus
Mi-
1.
-1. So it'll be 5 4-ups.
Oh, so it's 4 up. That's
5, 4 ups. Here we go. There's one
He's
more
dead.
dice.
He's dead.
Yeah, that, he has got a bullet.
1 of 5.
If only this was the HQ Battle Royale, he actually managed to do something.
Never wins a fight.
He smashed him straight in the top of the head, and the demon was completely ripped in twain from the force of his thunder hammer there. He's... Can we say in the narrative that he basically smashed it down and the boys was just like, they looked at him and like, oh, nice one, Rod. Nice.
Finally done it.
He's like, I told you I was good.
It'll take like 10 games.
So as these guys here have a quick pint to celebrate, the Chaos Force feel a sort of like a ripple in the warp as their voice screamed out. But unfortunately, all it's done is stoke the fires of anger from the big Ab himself,
Oh, the Black
who's
Legion on the front goes,
yeah. Where you can almost see like a homing beacon firing its way down into this group right here.
Victor
Oh,
my pal.
oh,
Victor my pal.
oh,
Pushing
dear.
around.
But that was a great start for the Imperium forces, and it does mean that we get grind them down. We get to add 1 to our tally that we're keeping track of over here. Before we officially end Chewie's turn, he does score battlefield supremacy because you have to hold 3 objectives. 1, 2 because they are just within 3 inches. 3, nice one, mate. So that's 5 victory points for Chewie in turn 1 as we go into our turn 2. So, in terms of scoring, obviously Chewie is on 5 victory points for scoring 1 of his secondary missions, but we are now on 7 because we control our home objective at the start of turn 2, and we control at least 1 objective in No Man's Land, so that is fantastic. We also drew and sacked off some new secondary missions. We now have a tempting target that Chewie has listed. We must capture this objective from him over there, and if we do, we will score this secondary mission. And we've also got assassination, which we need to destroy a character or a Warlord. Now, we've obviously destroyed one character already, but now just send him back to the warp. Send him bloody packing, mate. He's gone to Butlins. So what we're doing now is we're waiting for the Lord of Abs.
Horrible fate.
I know, it's hell. It's literal hell. So what we're doing is we are waiting for the Lord of Abs to descend so that we can try, air quotes, try and defeat him in order to secure that secondary mission. So that's how things stand. We've done our movements as well. Caldor has moved up a little bit with the strike squad over there, still holding this and providing a bit of denial over here. He is able to use Gates of Infinity on himself, so he might slingshot his way forward. I've moved the interceptors over here to sort of threaten the Rhino, as well as Beanie's huge amounts of firepower are now bearing down on this Rhino with the Legionaries inside. And we want to take out that squad of Legionaries as well. If we manage to do this, then we will be able to control this entirety of the battlefield over here, which will have a huge impact on the way things play. Rodri is staying firm at the moment over there, with his head swollen with greatness, thanks to his amazing activities in the previous battle round. And the Outriders are pushing forward to deny any deep strike over here. Deep strike sponsored by this beer. Tasty. So that has been all of our movement. We're going to go into the psychic phase now, and hopefully this is where I'll finally get my ass into gear. Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to start off with a cheeky little smite, because we never even think about doing these anymore. So I'm going to try and smite this Rhino that's right in front of it. Yes, screw you, Rhino. And it definitely goes up on a 10, so that is not bad.
What, on a Rhino?
On a Rhino, okay. So for the D3, it is the big 3. So starting off strong. Strength is welling within my body. For anyone who's played Ghosts and or Goblins on the NES, they'll know that.
Yes,
I will do a Hammerhand on himself over there, because I feel like if he does get into combat, re-rolling some stuff would be great. It goes off on a 7. That is absolutely fine.
Lovely.
And over here, we're going to cast Sanctuary on this squad of boys. No, we're not. We're going to do some teleporting first and then see if
we can Sanctuary someone closer.
So he's going to Gates of Infinity himself. Does it go off? It does on a 7 finally. Cool. So he's going to go. He's going to go around here at the moment because we've got a lot of area denial and I have to be away from the Rhino.
And it's the character party.
So Sanctuary just means I don't even need visibility to cast it. So he's just going to drop himself back there out of the line of sight of all the horror that is over on that side of the board. And now he's going to try and cast Sanctuary on a 6 on that group of interceptors over there to keep them alive. And it goes off on an 11. My God, the warp is spicy today. So that is them with a 4-up invulnerable save, which is going to be very useful indeed. And I believe that is the end of my psychic phase. Everything went off. That is a rarity for the Grey Knights over here. So fantastic. We now move into the shooting phase. And where should we kick things off? Do you want to do some Las Fusils into that Reno?
Yeah.
Sickness. Sickness monster.
Hang on.
Or what? Are you thinking you're going to get a bit cheeky because they got cheeky with us and shoot them?
You shoot the berserkers.
Ooh.
Well, every hit would be a dead berserker.
That's not a terrible idea.
And there is plenty of people to beat the crap
I was about to say, this Rhino's pretty safely dead.
Okay, so they're going to shoot the berserkers.
So Las Fusils into the berserkers over there.
Hitting on the 2s.
Oh, there's
Damn
the one.
you, one!
Well, at least you are hitting on the 2s there.
Yeah, I know. That was poo and wee. Right, so 2s here. Yes!
Okay, so 2 wounds coming in at -4 down to -3 because
No,
of
it's -3 down to -2.
sorry, so yep.
So
2 dead berserkers. Not bad at all. Okay, that's very good. Now, if we can kill the Rhino here, I can then use my heavy incinerator onto the people who pile out of the outside. So, can we crack this open, please, with something?
Yes, so we will go with big die.
Sure thing.
So, with the Grav Flux Bombard, it's 2d3. So he gets the big 4.
Ooh.
4 shots, hitting on 3s.
Okay.
He hits only the twice.
Strength?
But it's okay. Strength 8 versus toughness 7. So 3's to wound.
1 wound.
Even wound at -3. It's 3 damage because you have a 3-up armor set.
Okay, so we are getting through it.
And now it is time for the booby cannons.
Ah, yes, the booby cannons.
However, I would prefer to put the booby cannons into the gentleman behind.
Just, whatever you want to do, man. Just fire them into those there and we'll hopefully crack the Rhino.
And,
then,
and then the last shot will be the melter in his claw into the Rhino on a hopeful.
Cool, so the Volkites into the Legionaries that are behind the Rhino.
I missed with half, which isn't the best, but it's okay.
Wounding on 3 6s are great.
Exactamundo.
Okay, so there's 3 wounds coming in at no AP.
Yeah, so 2 damage a pop.
Only
so
1
guy dies there. I'll take that. And now it is the melter.
Yeah,
2
2,
wounds.
yeah.
So 3s.
I'm getting used to having 2 wound
I know,
counters.
it's crazy.
Right, 3's to wound against the Rhino. That is a 2, not a 3.
So
It is definitely worth it.
Yeah, we need to crack this. So it's it's 2 CP to do that, but you are a save of -4 down to -3, correct? So you are on to a 5-up save. Ooh, that is D6 damage coming through from
Because I'm within the range.
Will we be able to crack the Reno? It is gone. It is
8
very
wounds. Does it
good.
explode?
Yes,
Oh, that ain't great. So it's D3 mortal wounds to it. Is it a 6-inch radius or a 3-inch?
1 mortal wound.
Let's double check. So it has exploded. It's D3 mortal wounds going for everything around it within a 6-inch radius. So let's start with the Green Knights. Let's go. For Ian, and I have a 5-up mortal shrug against that, which I shrug with Stilo. Oh, it's a big 3 against the intercessors. That
So
sucks.
1.5 is dead, and
So
1
dead.
was already down to a wound.
that's
so
not
those
good.
2 are not feeling too hot.
And then Big Die takes and
And
one
one.
mortal wound.
Okay,
Then
Big
you got-
Guy not
and then
feeling
one
too
more.
hot.
And then your units as well.
Do you
Yeah.
want to roll for mine?
Oh, why not, man? This would be great. What does I get?
2.
2, not
So
bad.
another dead.
Okay, so now that's exploded, Chewie has to pile out all of his boys and see if any of them get caught in the explosion.
On a
So the boys managed to pile out without taking any losses. Pretty nice indeed. But now they have the combined fire of this squad of intercessors, this group of interceptors, and the heavy flamer from the wounded Dread Knight over here. What we're going to do is we're going to roll all of these off camera, come back with any results, but I'm going to fire the interceptors into the guys at the back because I can target them better, and then everything else from my army is going to go into them.
Okay, and these guys are going to target the ones at the back so they don't get the cover.
Cool, because then I can charge them hopefully and get some stuff
That
off
was
against them.
fun.
Cool, we'll be back with the results. So recap time with all of the combined firepower from the Interceptors, the Dread Knight, and the Intercessors. We managed to do 1 wound on this group over here, but then we managed to reduce the guys who were under the bridge, the trolls of the Chaos Force, down to just 1 man on 1 wound. The Sergeant's still alive and very angry, but we can leave him for now. So that's all the shooting done on this side of the board, unless you want to do some firepower from the Outriders.
Yeah, they've got 30-inch range.
Might as well. Do you want to finish off the guy over there?
Yeah, I'll see if I can. So
Wicked, so we're going to fire down the line.
8 shots in total.
Are they within 6 for a re-roll of that? I mean, Chewie's very good at guessing 7 inches, so let's see. Does he think it's a 6? Oh, he thinks it's a 7 again. There's a 7 again. He knows his 7s, mate. Lucky number 7. Let's just not say any more on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so hitting on 3s. That's not bad.
That's just more expensive. Right.
Hey! Love sausage here in the house. Okay, so we've got...
Nice.
Not
So,
bad.
and this will be at -2 because we're in the tactical doctrine. They've
Finally.
-1. So this will be a -1 for you. So that is
Yeah.
5 wounds at -1.
He is dead.
He's
Okay.
dead.
And we get a point for killing a unit.
We
End
do.
of the game.
Grind them down, my friend. Bit of admin to remember that because of the game that we're playing, Vital Ground, in every battle round you score 1 victory point for every enemy unit that was destroyed. We did destroy the Demon Prince in the first round, so we got 1 extra victory point, and we've just scored 2 more for killing the Rhino and that squad there. But now it's over to the shooting of this squad into the Berserkers. So only 2 guys can see?
Yeah, so 2 guys can see.
Is it a crack grenade time?
Oh yeah.
You love
Yeah.
your crack grenades.
I love throwing them because I never hit with them, but Beanie always does.
Okay, so first crack grenade. Hit on 3s.
Hey!
Yeah. Win on 3s.
Oh,
And now the other 3 shots from the other guy. He hits twice.
Okay.
He'll be winning on 4s.
Ooh,
No.
And now the other 6 shots from the other 2 guys shooting into the Rhino.
Oh, okay. Let's do some chip damage. Nice.
4 hits. Win on 5s.
Ooh,
1.
wound.
And it'd be a -2, so 4 up.
He does a wound
Take
against
that
the
wound.
Rhino.
You love it, baby.
Now that is the end of our shooting phase. Pretty successful. In terms of the charge phase now, we're going to get stuck into this group here. We want to remove them from the battlefield, so I'm going to declare a charge with the Interceptors into them. Do you want to fire Overwatch at all?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool, we're going to fire some Overwatch with those guys there.
2, is it?
It won't be 2 CP for
one.
this one, it's only 2 CP for
Oh,
command
They're
rerolls.
screwed on.
And then are you going to declare a charge against the Berserkers?
What am I declaring?
Are you actually?
No.
Yeah, because we need to hold on to that to score, I think. So we just let them.
5 attacks.
Yeah, let them
on,
come
like,
to us.
strength
Let
6.
them come to us. Okay, so Overwatch on these guys here. Chewie, please roll your dice.
So that is...
Phew. Okay, so that's all of the shooting done there. No damage taken. Charging in with the Interceptors. They are in with an 11. They are very much in there. So the Interceptors are stepping up to the plate. It's this many attacks with the regular guys and then 4 more with the Sarge. If I get 6s to wound, then that is a mortal wound on top of the damage they do. So we're hitting on 3s. We already drop a fair few. This is what I was worried about. I've dropped a fair few on that. That's not good. Yeah, more than, I think. Okay, so we're going to be wounding on 3s. 6s are great. Okay, so we've got 1 mortal wound coming through on top of 1, 2, 3, 4 at -2. It would normally, -3 normally, but armor temporary's down to -2. So you are looking at 5 up saves. You've only made 1, so that's 3 dead immediately, and then the Sarge will step up to the plate, hitting on 4s because of the fact he's got a Nemesis Demon Hammer. He's got 3 big strikes, and he'll be wounding on 2s. There is 2 more Big Bang Bazinga Beans for you to save. This will be, again, at minus... Only 1 dead, that time at 3. Just the Sarge alive on 1 wound left, and now he's going to attack back against the Grey Knights with his...
Power Fist.
Ooh, okay, hitting on 4s, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 big hits. Then it's going to be... 2s to wound?
2s to wound.
Yeah. Here we go. Come on, get those ones. Oh, it's 2 wounds through at
-4 because it's...
-4?
Because of the Mark of Khorne.
Oh my god.
Improved armor penetration characteristic by 1.
So Power Fists are 3 normally, up to 4, down to 3 again, but I have a 4-up invulnerable save because of Sanctuary. Let's see if I can save some guys. I saved them both. Oh, that was very lucky indeed. So, at the end of that combat round, because that's the only one there, attrition, or combat attrition for this guy here, they lost 4 guys. He's got a leadership of 8, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He has not run because he rolled a 1. He is tougher than the rest.
He knows who's coming.
So he's locked in combat over there. Haven't managed to wipe them off yet, which is a bit annoying, but it's just fine for the moment, because now, at the end of that, we score... Now, grind them down is at the end of your opponent's next turn or at the end of the battle. So we've got 3 units that we've destroyed so far. So you've got to kill 3 or have a greater tally than us at the end of your next turn. We didn't get assassination, but we do get a tempting target because we do control this from you over there because we have 2 guys within range. So it is 5 victory points for that, but that is the end of our turn. Do we want to bin off assassination or do we want to hold on to it?
Right. Well,
like, seriously, are we going to be able to destroy it, Baden?
I would be quite happy to get rid of assassination because it's only the Lord of Abs.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolute bad man.
We know a battle is lost before it started there, so we're going to score a tempting target and bin off assassination at the end of that, and we'll draw up at the beginning of our next turn. So that's the end of things. What does Chewie score?
I score 5 for defend stronghold.
Because at the end of the battle, the end of our round, we did not manage to knock you off your home objectives, so he gets an extra 5 points there. And now we go into Chewie's turn 2. Soiled yourself, have I? That's right. The Lord of Abs is finally here with a crackle and a horrible sound. The warp reality has been torn apart and out steps Big Man himself. And he's not alone, because he's supported by 3 obliterators who have taken up refuge in Scrapton so that they can shoot down at pretty much anything in our line here. And even, just to add insult to mass injury, the Terminators have dropped down right behind our lines here to make the most of their wanton, their let the galaxy burn rules. So they've got a flamer within their ranks and a melter as well, who are going to try and pick off our home field objective. Over here, the Chaos Predators have moved back so that they can eye up Big Die and hopefully bring him down, which will score Chewie a secondary mission. It is not looking good. There is going to be death and destruction all across the battlefield in a very short time. So why don't we just get on with it then, Chewie, and move into your shooting phase, because Psychic phase is over. It was great. And at the beginning of Chewie's turn, he's drawn these new objectives here. Storm hostile objectives, so he has to take 1 objective off of us that was in no man's land or under our control. And obviously it's going to be the Berserkers that are trying to do that. They actually technically already do, because there's more men on the point than we have now. Oh, true, yeah, so they do still have to kill. Fair enough.
If you're still around.
If you're still around. And bring it down is the other objective, which was nominated to be Big Die, because he has the most wounds in our army, and all Chewie has to do is literally kill him. So, moving to the shooting phase, where would you like to kick things off, my friend?
I'm just, I need to work out what I'm doing with the
I know, you have a lot of options right now.
It's the first time I've used...
So we are kicking off the shooting phase with the Obliterators, who are making their presence known by targeting the Dread Knight over here. He's wounded but not out of action yet, but he definitely might be in a second.
They're in range first.
It's a big shot. Are they 24 inches?
They're out of range.
Oh, me, oh my, he's saved by an inch. Here we go. So they're going to be firing the obliterators down at the Outriders.
3d3.
Is there anything, wait, before you do this, is this the transhuman time?
Yes.
Okay, so 1 CP
CP.
for transhuman physiology on them to make it slightly harder for you to wound. So, D3 shots a boy,
So
3, 4, 5, 6 in total. 6, they're not core, so they won't get the re-rolls of ones from Abby.
hitting on
Threes.
Yeah, 'cause they're not.
Ooh.
Oh, 2.
Okay, and now
Wounded
wounding on
on
4s. But each one that hits pretty much is guaranteed to go through. There's only 2. You might be lucky and get
I'm
a
going
save.
to re-roll 1.
It's 2
Okay.
CP to re-roll 1. And it was worth it because that means that there is 3 coming through. Now these are -4 down to -3, so you have got 6 up saves to make.
Or are they -3 down to -2?
I think it's minus.
It's -3.
Oh, so down to -2. So 3 5-ups to make to save the Outriders. Is luck on your side? It is not, but is it worth the CP? No, it is not. The Outriders have been
Bye, boys.
obliterated. So give yourself 1 for grind them down, and you get 1 point for the secondary bit of the primary mission. The Talon of Horus.
Assault 4, so only 6s.
But remember, you have the wanton middle one, so it is now 6
so
explode.
Only 6s, yeah. Only 6s explode, so hitting on 2.
And who are you shooting at, by the way, just before we chat this? Oh, going at Caldor, you mean man. That is unnecessary.
But I'll get to re-roll, don't I?
Does he get to reroll himself?
Not yet, because I haven't got command.
Okay, so you get 1 explosion, though, from that 6.
Yeah,
So you get
so-
4 shots in. And what's the strength of this?
Strength 5.
So wounding on 3s. Okay, so 3 wounds coming in at minus. Doesn't matter, I guess, because
Yeah,
it's a
that's
3-up
-1, so
save.
yeah.
-1 down to that, so a 2-up save in this case because he's got his crazy cool armor on. So please, Caldor. Oh, he does drop 1. How much damage is it?
2.
I think it's worth me CPing this right now just to keep him alive. So don't roll a 1. He rolled a 3. He's fine. Okay, so no damage taken on the shooting yet, but I am down to 3 CP. Not good. Okay, the Vox static definitely plays havoc with these rerolls, man. Like this is it's not good. 2 CP for them. Okay, we're shooting next. Predators.
Into the D.
Smoky screen.
Yeah, 1 CP for smoke screen, so
Okay.
hitting on 4s instead.
Hitting on 4s because they're not the closest units to shoot. So here we go.
Sponsons.
There's 1 miss, 1 hit. Keep a little bill on that side there.
And then the
The super good ones. Another miss there. So there's 2 hits so far on him. Let's do the wound roll for the non-cool one. It's a big wound for the regular lance cannon. So make your save now of
5 up.
5 up. Ooh, so it's D6 damage to him straight away. For 3
3.
down to 2 because of the.
2, yes, so he is on 11.
And now please roll your super wound one. Oh, it does not. Does
Yes,
wound? Yeah, it does
does
wound, yeah. Okay, so it's another save. 5 up. Oh, D6 plus 2. So 6 damage in total.
Down to 5.
Down to 5, and now I'm
She's on
assuming the
6.
other predator
Yeah.
is going in as well. Oh dear me. So hitting on 4s again. Oh, both missed this time.
Oh.
That's very lucky. And then it's the other
Soul Shatters.
Soul
Yeah.
Shatters coming in.
No.
Oh, both missed as well. Oh,
Yes!
it's still alive
Come
for now.
on, die!
Come on, die. You can do it, mate. Oh. Okay. What about the pistols and whatnot?
Pistols, yeah, pistols over there. One's a plasma.
Okay, so 5 pistols first going into the intercessors. 2 misses.
3 hit.
Are these
Oh,
rapid fire
yes.
pistols? So it's 1 explosion
One.
back in. No wounds though. And then it's the melted, did you say, or the plasma?
plasma.
Big hits. Big
wound.
wound. Okay, so it is 1.
-3.
Yeah, so 1 save of -2, is it now? Because of the armor of contempt.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
save.
the Emperor! Protect.
For now, at least. But what
For
about the
now.
Terminators over here? I won't let you forget about these guys who've just snuck right into this corner.
Not many of them can see in
No,
It's
no.
only the Flamer and the Melter that you're really wanting to get the hits off with.
So the flamer, okay.
Okay.
So
And
D6
because-
plus 2.
D6
Yes.
plus 2.
That
But
guy-
8.
Oh, big hits. That's not good.
Toasty.
Strength 4 though, isn't it?
5 heavy flamer.
Oh, are they?
Yes.
Oh man, so 3s to wound on my
So
poor old
it's
Grey Knights over there.
8. So 3s.
Okay, that's okay. Dropped just half of them, so it's 4 saves of minus what?
-1.
-1. So
Down to -9.
Okay, so 4 3-ups to make. And he made all bar 1, and is it just 1 damage?
Tis.
Oh, thank God. Right, okay, so still alive for now because the Melter is coming in next, isn't it?
melter, yeah.
How many shots?
Actually, I'm going to do the bolter.
Okay, the 1 bolter that you
yeah.
see. Okay, so 3 big hits.
Oh,
Can you...
and an additional, so that's all 4.
Nice.
And 2.
2 wounds and no AP on this
No.
one either. Okay, so 2 3-ups, both made.
Yeah.
So now it is time for the melter to come in. It's a big hit. It's a big wound. And what's the AP on this one?
-4.
Okay, so it's a 6. He made it.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, only 1 wound taken. Oh, that was very lucky indeed. That is all of the shooting.
at the back.
Oh yeah, the bolter from the rhino.
-4, isn't it?
Yeah, because you're within half range.
12, yeah.
I think it's within 12.
And because it's rapid fire, you get an explosion
Yeah.
on that one
It
already.
is.
Yeah, so
Another 2.
So then that,
5 shots.
and that, that's an additional. Sorry, I don't want to keep rolling that.
That's fine. You still hit with it
How much
anyway.
field left for the full center?
2
2.
wounds.
Okay, 2 3-ups.
Ooh,
1 dead.
and 1 was already on 1 wound, so it moves
Yeah.
across. Now that is all the shooting from your army done. Is it time for a charge or
I
2?
believe so.
Okay, nominate your charges and then we'll see what's going on.
Abaddon. It's Drago.
Now, surprisingly, I'm not going to do Overwatch here because there is no point whatsoever coming.
I'm going to risk it for a biscuit.
11-inch charge with
11
those guys to get down into them.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then Berserkers into that.
Pretty much a dead cert. Okay, cool beans. So let's roll for a Baden then. So it's a 9-inch charge. That's it. No, is
Going
it
for
worth the
Warlord.
He gets to re-roll his charges because it is one of his Warlord traits, but he doesn't make it in on an 8.
Yes!
Oh, that's basically the best you can hope for against the Lord of Abs right there. But please make the rest of your charges. 11-inch charge over there.
Unlikely. Yeah.
Oh, he was close.
Very
though.
I
close.
think I'm also in there.
Yeah, you definitely are.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So it's time for the big fight over here, which looks a little bit like. So Chewie grumbled something in a guttural tone that I can only assume means I want these guys to die. And then he held up the number 4 and then pointed very, very aggressively at some pages. And I think what he means is he's spending 4 CP for a lot of strats to make sure that these guys... He's nodding, yes. The rage has subsided long enough for him to become human once more. Death to the False Emperor popping off. Fury of Khorne is popping off as well. And then there's another one which is the veterans. So all of that 4 CP, which means that you'll be hitting on 3s, re-rolling everything, 6s auto wound, and they wound on 2s for the ones that go through. Yeah. That is a lot of attacks as well that's coming through. So please roll your dice and let's take these in. Let's see these intercessors melt. Okay, so re-roll the fails.
So that's.
So Chewie managed to get 6 auto wounds, and all of the other re-rolls meant that he only missed 1 attack out of like 30 odd.
Uh-oh.
So now we're wounding on 2s.
Yes.
Here we go. Hey, there is some ones here, you'll be pleased to know. Hooray! But there is a lot of extra wounds there. So we're looking at, let's see, so we've got 6 over there. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 saves of 5 up.
I'll roll these and see how we go.
Yeah, sure. Let's probably just do them on the grass. Bury them. Oh, they're dead.
They're
oh,
dead.
okay. So
Actually,
there's 1, 2, 3, 4. How many are left?
4.
Okay, they're dead. Well done, Chewie. You have obliterated those. How do you feel?
I feel great even after 4 command points. But it's worth
It was
it.
definitely worth it because, like you said, you've got to kill these guys to get them off the objective there, and it now means that you definitely secure that secondary mission that you had of storm hostile objective. You might not have got bring it down just yet, but that is definitely under your control. Now, there is no more combat to do, no more morale to take because they're all dead. So that means at the end of Chewie's turn, you put another one here for grind them down, and you get another victory point for killing an enemy unit. We unfortunately do beat you on grind them down because we've got 3, so that will be scored for us. I believe that's how it works there, but I'll just double check. But you definitely get storm hostile objective there. So another 5 victory points indeed. Not bad. As we move into the Imperium, turn 3.
I'm going to get rid of grind them down.
Oh, get rid of grind them down. Cool, right. So
Yeah.
you're going to bin that off, and you'll draw up at the beginning of your next turn. Sick. So here we are after a much needed burger break and also our movement phase. So things are not looking very good in the sense that there is a whole lot of that on the battlefield and a whole lot of this guy controlling him. We drew 3 new objectives at the start and we paid 1 CP to bin 1 off. We have defend stronghold, so we've got to hold on to our home base. We'll show them why Beanie is laughing in a second. Capture enemy outpost, which is also hilarious because we couldn't get over that. And no prisoners. We need to kill models up to a wound value of 30 in order to score that. So that is incredibly difficult. Now at the start of the battle round, we did have this one under our control, that one under our control, and that one. So we got the full points in terms of everything bar holding on to their objective in there. we have had to move to respond to the threat of the Terminators that is in the back line. We're still technically holding this by a gnat's chuff. But, unfortunately, we have to attack these Terminators or they're just going to run right through us. So hopefully a smite, hopefully some force halberds in their face might be able to do some damage.
That is who.
Over here, Rodri is still holding on to this objective and allowing Caldor Drago to march forward and attack the Lord of Abs himself in one-on-one combat. Because if he dies, which, let's face it, he probably will, there is at least a second wave of attacks that can come in.
I've got a combi melter. He's within 12. Let's see if we can get that 3 wounds
If we can just get the 3 wounds off per phase, this won't be any issue whatsoever. Big Di has just come up to laugh at this one wounded sergeant who's in front of him, because remember, if we kill him, we get another point for the mission's second part. The Obliterators are not being threatened by anyone at the moment because I hopped the Interceptors over here as well as the Blade Guard who arrived out of the warp, and they are attacking or at least going to declare charges against the Predator. In fact, we may actually have to remove these guys in a minute because of the fact that Beanie's got the outflank rule, which means they have to come in from a board edge. Okay, so we just had to remove some stuff over here because of the fact that Beanie used the outflanking special thing for the White Scars rather than a deep strike, so we couldn't land there. So what they've done is gone and supported the home field objective over here, 9 inches away from the Terminators. They may not be able to do much in terms of support for combat right now, but they are holding that objective, and that is all that matters.
I think it's gone a little bit more this way to be within the 6.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, fantastic. And over here, I've dropped my blob of 10 Terminators ready to charge into the Khorne Berserkers over here. I will only need an 8-inch charge to get in because the barricade they're on is beautifully in the way. The Dread Knight, however wounded, has stomped his way around the corner to help them unleash, thin their numbers by unleashing some incinerator powers over here, and the Inceptors, like I say, are trying to tie up one of these Chaos Predators. If they can get the charge off against both, that would be fantastic, but I'm not holding out much hope. So, into the Psychic phase, we bumble, my friend. Also in the command phase, I gave rerolls to himself for the Supreme Ground Commander. Let's just start where we all know it's going to go. He's going to have to try and do a smite against him. And I know you've got the 4-up denial. I know that it's in your back pocket, Chewie, but that's all I can do right now to just see if I can get that through. So, a smite against Abaddon the Spoiler. It goes off on a 6. Now, I'm assuming you're paying 1 CP for your Sorcerer's Denial, or whatever it's called.
It's only
D3.
I don't think it's any point.
Oh, he's going to let it ride. He's riding it. Here we go. It is the 3. He's done the 3 wounds.
The first piece of the puzzle is in place.
Okay, that is actually very nice indeed. So 3 mortal wounds have been done to him. Does he have a mortal wound shrug or anything like that?
Don't think he does. No,
Double check, and we'll be back with his updated wounds. So unfortunately, no protection of mortal wounds against them. So he has taken 3. He's down to 6 now. So, like you say, that's the first piece of the puzzle. So over here, we're going to do another smite into the Terminators. This is going off on a 6 now. It goes off on an 8. Would you like to try and... Have they got the Mark of Khorne, these guys?
They're
undivided, so no one's going to be in range for that. So it's another D3 mortal wounds. Further 2. Not enough to kill, but enough to wound. Over here, we're going to cast Hammerhand onto the group of Terminators. It goes off on a 6. Fantastic. That means that they'll be re-rolling wounds against the Berserkers when they go in. Because I couldn't cast anything else with Drago because he's out of range of everyone else. And we're just going to finish off by doing another smite by the Interceptors, and I believe that will be into the Rhino Predator. And it goes off on a 9, so it is D3 mortal wounds to the Predator for Ian. Ian mortal wound. Fantastic. At least
3, 2, 1.
No, fantastic. Okay, so that is all of my boys done. No, it's not. I've got another smite potential of this guy over here into the Berserkers. Let's go.
Yeah, smite.
Why not, eh?
On an 8.
It did not go off, but it's worth a try.
Yeah.
That is it for my boys, I believe. So now we move into the shooting phase, and I'm going to let Beanie kick things off with Rodri. Okay, so Rodri, inspired by Caldor's Psychic Might, is also targeting Big Abs over here. So he's going to be shooting him with...
This is the melter hitting on 2.
Hitting on 2. It does.
Just does. So it's toughness 6, so it's going to be wounding on 3.
Here we go. Come on, mate. Come on. Yes, he wounds.
It is -4.
But it is a 4-up invulnerable save for...
Dark Abs.
So here we go, 4-up save. Let's see it. 1 dice. Oh, he's failed.
Does
is
it
it
want
worth
CP?
Is it worth the reroll?
No, roll it because I can ignore it.
Wait, can you? How?
Because it's a Zinch.
Oh,
wait. Oh, do you get all of the icons? Like,
Yeah, so basically...
I should have shot him with a bolt gun first.
Okay,
Okay, let's see the damage.
It was 4.
And it was enough.
Oh, okay. Okay, so he's ignored that one. It basically slams into him and he walks through the flame going,
Okay.
oh, lads, you've made a mistake.
So he's hit 3 times, wounding on 5s.
Okay. Oh, there is 2 more
2
wounds.
wounds.
No minuses on this one. So is it 2 ups?
3 ups. 2 ups, yeah.
Okay.
Right row.
Okay, I'm going to fire my mastercrafted bolts rifle into them. I just need to see if he gets rapid fire on this. So Caldor's going in with the mastercrafted rifle. He's got storm bolt, and he's going to be hitting on 2s, re-rolling the fails because he empowered himself, and it's a good thing that he did. Cool, so it's all 4 hits. But will he wound? He's wounding on 5s, isn't he? He gets 2 wounds through, and it's normally at -1, but this will be down to -0. No! Abaddon laughs in his face. Do we need to bring Big Die into the mix at all? Because we need to do 3 wounds in order to be able to kill him.
I think we are.
Yes, okay.
I think everything from Big Die is going to go into him.
Make sure that he dies.
2d3 shot and the Grav Flux Bomber.
Okay. Oh no!
For 3.
Oh, I thought that was the
Hitting on, because he's on 6 wounds, I believe he'll be hitting on 4s.
middles, yep. Okay, 2 big hits.
So as we wounding on 3s.
It's 1 big wound. AP is
He's
not enough.
5.
Dang it. Okay, what else has he got?
Okay.
Volkites.
Okay, hitting on 4s.
Oh, nice. I wish
Wow.
they were the wounds.
Yeah, me too. Okay.
Now we're looking for those 6s again. Come on. Oh, there's 2 more wounds in there. we
So
could bring him
2
down to
more
1
wounds.
effectively.
And then there's 4 wounds. So 2 ups, and any fails is 2 damage.
Okay, come on.
So
1
4
fail.
normal saves.
Yeah, 4 normal
4
saves. And there's the failed one.
did
Is it
it!
worth the CP?
I'm going to be. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
going
so
to
2
be.
CP, 2 CP3 roll.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's lost another 2 wounds
So he's
though.
taking 2 wounds, and now I have the melter.
Oh,
is
yeah, in his
range.
clower.
Yeah, you've been right.
Okay, so the melter in his clower is in.
Hit on 4s.
Ooh, that is unfortunate. Are the
He's taking 2.
auto bolt rifles
Yes,
in range?
they are.
Okay, so they're going in against Abaddon as well. We
Okay.
have to thin the
3,
horde.
6, 9.
So he's on 4 wounds
12.
now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, 4
So I
wounds
need
left.
to, basically, we need to make sure we do 1 more
I
wound
know,
to
it's
him.
so annoying.
So 3s.
Here we go. Oh no!
that's not
Oh no! No!
Oh,
The
boys.
puzzle is now made of knives, and we are juggling them with our face.
5s.
Come on, that 1 wound. Come on, 1-1, 1-1. Oh, it's the exact opposite.
Okay, so the only
Las
other thing
fusils?
I can do is shoot 3 las fusils in.
I mean, you've got to do it.
I've got to do it, yeah.
Okay, so the 3 last fusils from those guys here
Twos.
are going in. All hits.
Right, 3s to wound.
Come on, mate. Oh, it's 2 big wounds, and these will be pushing him to his 4 up invulnerables, which he hasn't made, and he can't re-roll
Can't
it.
re-roll, he takes another
Yeah.
wound. He
So
is
down to 3. That is just enough for me to not mess up any of my combat over here.
Right,
But
last
we will
time I
return.
shooting.
We will return to that later.
Well, that's why shooting 5 shots from them going up into there.
Oh, thank you, mate. Thank you for supporting me over there.
I hit one.
I mean,
Well, thanks for your support, mate.
Don't congratulate me too early. Right, 4s. No. Take that back.
okay, Will. Okay, right. I'm going to do lots of mass shooting here because all of my guys have just got a lot of shots but no AP. So they're going to fire into the predator. Why not? Unless they're within range to shoot the berserkers. Everything.
Shoot back at the blitz.
I mean, it's no point. Yeah, you know what? I will. I'll fire everything into the obliterators. These guys over here, everything's going to the berserkers. The incinerator going into them as well, and these guys here shooting into the terminators. And we'll be right back with any results. So, believe it or not, some things have happened.
Yay.
Not only did the incinerator from here manage to melt one of the berserkers behind cover, but I also managed to kill 2 terminators with this 5-man squad of strike marines. One with a lucky crack grenade and one with just sheer weight of fire doing the extra wound to chip off the last bit of damage that the terminator was on after the smiting. So all we got to do now is do the save rolls for all of the 40 shots from those guys going into the berserkers, and we got 27 wounds in total, so it's going to be 2 up saves because they're behind cover. Let's hope. Is there enough to kill any? One. Killed 1 and a bit. That was it. All of that for 3 wounds. Ugh, my fight money indeed. Okay, so that's the end of the shooting phase. Nothing else to do, so let's declare some charges and try and get stuck in there. I am, of course, going to be charging in with Caldor Drago against Abaddon over there. Now, are you going to pay for any Overwatch across here? I don't maybe with those guys?
Yeah, we'll be probably over there more.
Okay, cool. So I am going to declare a charge with the Grey Knights in against them. We'll do Overwatch for that in a second. And the
Actually, I can't because I've got no CP.
oh, you spent them all. Ooh, glorious stuff indeed. And so these guys over here are going to charge in against the Berserkers, and those Interceptors are going to charge in against the Predators. So let's do Interceptors versus Predators. 6. Do we think that's in?
Yeah,
Cool. Perfect, John. Caldor versus Abaddon. Yeah. It's a 10. He's in there. All right, mate. Big die against that guy there?
Oh, yes.
Do you want me to roll? Yeah. Unsurprisingly, he's in there.
Also,
hello. Now, around the corner here, he's going to try and squeeze through the gap. Ooh, with a 7. He'll probably be able to get a few guys through there.
You can get into there.
We'll move them in a minute. And now here's the one that really matters. It is the 8-inch charge, because they just have to hit the barricade for the Terminators. And it's a 7. He's going to have to pay to re-roll that. 2 CP. Oh, gosh. I've dropped one.
3.
That's not good.
Just roll a 5.
Come on, mate. There we go.
I believe in you.
Ooh, oh. The Terminators are unfortunately sitting duck.
Can the Dread Knight get in there and do the job?
The Dread Knight may be able to squeeze round there, so let's just measure up and see what he would need. So I'll just roll and see. He's not gone with a 6, and I can't pay to re-roll. So that is the end of my charge phase. Eep, indeed. So here we are. The combat phase is beginning, and we have to start with Caldor versus Abaddon. And the reason being is because he has a fight first thing, because he has all of the icons from all of the Chaos Gods, meaning that if I don't attack him first, he's going to fight second and obliterate me. Now, because Caldor is my Warlord, he gets an extra attack because he made a charge. The demonic feature of his Warlord trait doesn't apply here. So it's 7 attacks, hitting on 2s. He gets to re-roll all hit rolls because he empowered himself. And it's a good thing that he did, because he dropped the 1. Please, mate, I need every attack I can get. It's cool. So they all went through. All through for the first bit. But now it's wounding on 3s, isn't it? Because the Titan Sword is not strong enough to get through. Okay, we drop 3 there. But we do get 1 mortal wound. It's not enough. But it's 4 saves at -4 down to -3 for you. So be pushing your invulnerable save. If any of these fail, that is Abaddon sent back. Whence he came. He has failed 2, so he can't do anything, so he's out of there. Abaddon has been KO'd by Caldor Drago.
Take that, Lord of the Black Legion.
That was insanely lucky.
Me in control of it, yeah, he's going to completely fluff, isn't he?
The thing is that it was just the perfect round. It was the 3 mortal wounds from the smites. It was the shooting where we had to dedicate everything in.
Shot.
And then finally, it was just the luck of the cards in that Titan Sword getting those 2 through. So Caldor Drago stands firm, but unfortunately, I feel like he may be melted by some obliterators in the next round.
He'll be fine.
Beanie, are you going to fight with Big Die over here?
Big Die is ready to pay.
Okay, so Big Die stomped that guy into the ground. Very, very happy with himself. But we go over to here, where it's the Terminators versus the Strike Squad. So I'm going to get some dice. So, in a rare turn of events, these boys actually showed up with their Force Halberd striking true. They managed to get 3 mortal wounds, technically 4 mortal wounds straight away. So 1 Terminator is dead after all this combat, and it's 7 saves that Chewie has to make of 3 ups, because they're -2 down to -1. So here we go, 2 damage apiece. Oh, that is them wiped. Whoa, the Terminators have been buoyed off by the Strike Marines.
Yeah.
Nice job, boys.
Strike Marines.
And over here, we just have to do the 4 swords against the Predator. Okay, so the combat over here was also pretty spicy. Managed to take the Predator down to 3 wounds, but it is still alive. Now, at the end of this battle round, we've killed 2 units, 1 from that guy there and 1 from Abaddon. So we get 2 points for the second part of the primary. We do not score no prisoners. I'll just add the 2 wounds on from our mate that we killed, stomped by Big Die. We do not capture enemy outposts because we have to be all the way over there. And
remember the killing of the Terminators, bud?
oh, we do. We have to add on the wounds from there, which I'll do in a second. And then we did defend the stronghold because it is the end of your opponent's next turn. Okay, so we've just got to hold on to this objective until.
But it is impossible for him to take.
Yeah, because there's no one there. Now, this is going to be interesting because we're going to be very close to no prisoners, because another 15 wounds on that makes it. So we get 26 wounds. We only need to get 4 more to score no prisoners. But unfortunately, we do not score any of our secondary missions. Should we bin off one of them? Do we want to bin off capture enemy outpost? Because it's still a slog to get there.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to do it.
Okay, so we're going to bin off that one there, and we'll draw up a new one at the beginning of our next round. So that is it. Now we move into Chewie's turn 3. At the beginning of turn 3, Chewie has drawn up secure no man's land, no prisoners. So that means that he's got to do the same as we had before, keep a tally of his wound counts of his kills, and secure no man's land. He needs to hold 2 objective markers in no man's land. Now, as we were discussing off camera, there is a way that he can do this, because he moved his obliterators down here, potentially shooting off Caldor Drago, destroy him, declare a charge against Rodri, destroy him, and that objective is then theirs. That'll be an impressive move indeed. Also, you've moved your legionaries around here so that they can start getting rid of these interceptors, and you will be shooting into combat with your Chaos Predator as well. And these berserkers over here, after feeling the hot sting of 3 wounds from 40 shots, have decided to fall back a little bit, not out of cowardice, but just because they thought, oh yeah, we'll ambush them. Well, they haven't seen us properly, we'll ambush them. They don't know how many of us there are. And the Chaos Rhino beeped all the way back, so they could hold the home objective. So pretty good. You score 4 victory points for holding your home field objective and 3 victory points for 1 in no man's land, so you got 7. Yeah. That's not bad at all. So into the shooting phase, and do you want to kick things off or do you want to build up to it?
I'll build up.
Sure thing.
So I'll do the Predator, because I can see the top of...
Into the top of his head over there. The exhaust pipes are poking out.
Big die?
Yeah, into big die.
CP for smoke screen.
1 CP, so you'll be hitting on 4s.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 2 big hits. Then the Soul Shatter.
3. No, I'm just doing the sponsors at the minute.
Oh, okay, sorry, mate.
Yeah. So that's 2
wounds. Oh, these are wounding, right? Okay, so we're going through the whole thing. Yeah, okay, so 2 saves on big die. Here we go.
So with this being -3 down to -2 for armor and contempt, this will be on a 4-up.
Here we go. Ooh,
Make 1d6
coming in for the big 6. Does he explode? He does not explode, but big die is down, meaning that Chewie scores bring it down immediately. Oh no. That is not good for us. Okay, so where else are you going to be firing now?
Shooting
Yeah.
everything into him.
Now, which bracket or profile are you going to use on that one? So we're going for the D3 plus 3 shots into Caldor Drago. So these are going to be strength 7 minus something, and it's going to be pushing him to his, say, 3 vulnerable.
D3s. So.
Ooh, and then plus 3 for each boy as well.
2.
So a lot of shots coming in. Let's see them. Hits on 3s. Oh dear, that is a lot of hits. Ouch. And then it's going to be... Yeah, and then it's going to be wounding on 3s as well, because there's strength 7 against toughness 4. Okay, so this is the scary point right now, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'm going to enact my once per battle dramatic rolling. So these are 3-up saves, one at a time. First one, failed, good times. Second one, failed, great times. Third one, has passed. Okay, so we're getting there. So that's
He's down to 3 wounds left.
3, okay. Next one, passed. Next one, passed.
Yeah.
Next one, passed. Next one, passed. Last one. Yes, he is alive. He is alive. I was very worried to begin with there, but he has taken some wounds, which look a little bit like. He is battered, but he is still alive for the moment, because I'm sure that a charge will be coming their way pretty soon. Where would you like to shoot next, my friend?
It'll be last guns into there.
Now you're in combat, so it's a -1, and it's already heavily bracketed. So I assume it's going to be. Is it 5s or 6s in this case?
Probably 6s actually.
Let's roll.
No.
Ooh.
And then the one on top.
Yep, Soul Shatter.
Nope.
Nada. Okay. Okay, so not too bad there. What about the Berserkers? They are moved over there. They probably can't see much. With pistols, I think that is it for your shooting, my friend.
Yes.
So charge phase. I assume Caldor Drago's about to get a lot in the face
I'm
right
going
there.
to see if I can bypass him.
You're going to just run past and go straight for Rodri. That's...
Because it's the points.
Yeah, 100% agree with you. Okay, so I'm going to measure up and we're going to be right back. So Chewie is going to make the charge here. It's a 10-inch charge to get in against Rodri. Oh, is it worth the CP for the reroll? You've got 1. Here we go. Points mean prizes. Unfortunately, no. He is their 8-inch charge.
Rodri jams his way to victory.
So it's the Legionaries over there who are going to charge in, and they definitely get in against the Interceptor squad over there. Okay, so the whirring of dirty, horrible, heretical chainswords fills the air as the Legionaries strike against the Interceptors, hitting on 3s.
Okay, and additionals. So that's 1.
Oh yeah, because 6s now explode because you're in wonton soup.
So I'll count those ones.
Sure thing.
Isn't that
Nice. Okay.
But with strength 5, so wounding you on 3.
Yep, because you've got a corn icon within your boys there, so wounding on 3s. That is pretty impressive, to be fair. How many saves have I got to make there?
You've got 3, 6, 9.
4, 5, 6,
And it's
7,
minus 2.
8, 9. Or is it minus 2 down to minus 1?
It's minus 1, yeah.
Okay, so is it minus 1 normally down to 0?
Well, because it's...
You're a corn guy, aren't
Because
you?
it's the icon.
Yeah. Cool. So, hey!
How you feeling?
We saved 1, 2, 3, 4, correct? Because it's 4 up saves I was looking for, was it? So, 1 damage apiece, is it?
Yeah.
So 2.5 guys die in the first barrage of chain swords. Okay, so 2 of the regular guys going in with the force weapons, the force swords, into the legionaries, and the demon hammer's going to go into the tank, because I just think it'd be funny. So hitting on 3s, we get 4 hits, and then it's going to be a mighty 3 to wounds with them. It is all wounds at minus 3 down to minus 2, so that means that unfortunately 4 of the guys die.
God,
Obliterated. They're doing all right. And then it's the Nemesis Demon Hammer going in against the Predator. Sorry, yeah, and 2 hits.
That'll do it.
And then it's wounding on 4s. It's 2 big wounds. So this is down to minus 2 now, because I think Demon Hammers are up to 3. But you made both of them, so that is completely fine. The Predator lives to fight another day.
Hit again?
Yeah, the Predator gets to fight, remember? D3 attacks.
No, it's 1, isn't it?
He's not in his lowest bracket yet, because he's, I think it's
3
1.
wounds.
I think it's 1 to 2, isn't it? Is his lowest?
I thought it was 3.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's less.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
yeah.
1.
He hits though, and it explodes, mate, because it's a wonton soup, isn't it?
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's got 2 attacks.
He wounds as well. Does he kill off the other guy? He does not kill off the guy, unfortunately. Okay, so it's morale time. You lost 4 guys. You do not run. I lost 2 guys.
I've been really strong, stupidly.
I still maintain. Okay, so that is the end of all combat on all fronts. Chewie has already scored. Bring it down.
Yeah.
And he killed 2 of my guys as well, so he's up to 4 and is no prisoners. Secure No Man's Land, he hasn't got yet. But now we are moving into our turn 4. It was a relatively quick movement for us this turn because we were just trying to consolidate areas that we had already got under our control. So the Blade Guard moved from this objective forward. They're going to try and capture that in the final turn.
Got a 5 on my advance.
They ran the hell towards that objective. They're keen to get into whatever glory is up over there. The Grey Knights Strike Squad has moved forward over here to capture the home field objective. And then, and over here, Rodri has joined Caldor Drago in a great old game of let's smash the face in of the demon. So this will be a hopefully fun fight between these 3 units there. Beanie's kept still over here and over here because he can see and shoot whatever he needs to, and I've moved up with the Terminators over there. And I'm staying in combat over here because I want to smash some faces in. As we now move into everyone's favourite turn, the Psychic phase.
Yeah.
So I will, of course, be casting a little schmitey whitey into the Obliterators over here. And it goes off on a 7. So it's D3 mortal wounds for 2 mortal wounds onto this demonkin.
Under 3.
Not bad. And then over here, we're going to cast Hammerhand with the Dread Knight, because why the hell not? It goes off on a 6. Fantastic. Finally, over here, we're going to cast another Smite, but going into the Legionary so that we can then focus our fire. Actually, no, we're going to go into the tank, because I feel like...
You could get the 3.
No, we're going to go into the Legionary so it frees us up to then fight the tank. Okay, so let's see if we can get it. It goes off on a 7. D3 on 2. Oh, it's only for the 1. Dang it. Ooh. I'm going to be a greedy boy, and I'm going to pay 2 CP to re-roll that damage roll. For the 1 again. Fantastic. Yeah. So I've wasted all my CP for nothing there. Greedy boys, indeed. So that's the end of my Psychic phase, I believe. Unless I'm within range, and I can see I can. So it's another Smite. We're going to sling a Smite into the Berserkers. It goes up on a 7. Yep, so that does track. So it's D3 on them. For the 1 again. But it does kill off. Yeah, it does kill off somebody over there. Fantastic. That's pretty much it and all I can do. So I believe now we're moving into the shooting phase, and I'll let Beanie decide where we want to kick things off.
Cool.
So the Las Fusel's going down into the Obliterators.
Hitting on 2s. All hit.
Nice.
Wounding on the 3.
It's 2 big wounds minus.
Minus 3.
Oh, so onto your Demonics.
Ooh, big one. Fail one.
Yep.
3 damage. One of them is brown red.
Pied. Okay.
Rodri is going to put his 4 shots and then the combi melter in. So
Sure
4
thing.
shots first, hitting on 2s. Hits with all,
Nice.
now will be wound on 5s. 1 wound, no minus, so a 2 up if you will.
Oh, try again. Oh, we made that with gusto. Now the melter shots.
No.
Okay.
Right, I'll just finish off my shooting. So those guys can put everything into them as well, because they
Sure.
can see them.
Should we just do like chip fire stuff because we're all on low AP, aren't we? So we'll
Yeah,
come back
yeah,
with
yeah,
the results
we'll come back with
in
them.
2 secs. In a random turn of events, the Terminators actually managed to do something and shot these guys down to a single model and a single wound. We also scored no prisoners as well, so I'll be claiming that at the end of this battle round. That was it, wasn't it? Did we do any other shooting? You didn't get it. You got 1 wound through the to the obliterators
Yeah,
as well.
I killed 1 obliterator model with
Yeah.
the last fusel.
Yep, so that is it for our shooting right now. So now we go into the charge phase, and unsurprisingly, I think that Rodri and Caldor Drago would like to have a word
Yes,
with the
yes,
guys
they
there.
would.
So we're going to go in, Caldor in first. He's in there with a 3. He's just
about.
stumbling all his way through.
With a +1 from the plume. of the phase
Amazing.
order.
So Rodri is in as well. Okay, and the only other charge is I don't think I'm in range anymore, so
What?
that
yeah,
was...
you can get around the corner, can't you? With
But -2 to go over the barricade, isn't it? So what will I need?
you would need
14, 13.
yes.
An impossible charge, says I. So that is the end of our charge phase there. Let's kick into the fight phase. Do you want to go with Rodri first? Okay, so the Thunderhammer wielding
So
captain.
he has 6 attacks with the Imperium
Surely
sword.
Drago has superiority over this. And she goes, no!
It's fine, he just goes, you go.
And D3 for the Chiberian Storm for 1, so again 7 attacks.
Because he knows that if he doesn't kill both the obliterators, now he'll be like, well, let me show you how it's done then.
Exactly.
Dear fellow.
So 3s.
Rodri.
3s.
Not bad, man. Do 6s do anything in your thing? These are an
Okay,
extra
so-
minus, though, isn't it?
Yeah, so this will be -3, 4 damage a pop.
Okay.
So
4 damage
So
a pop.
5.
Here we go. Oh, they're dead.
Yeah, they're gone.
They are so
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
And just like that, the obliterators have been obliterated. We've got combat over here. I'm going to do 1 guy into this guy,
You first
one-on-one.
anyway, defenders.
You do fight first, and I didn't charge, so please do
Yeah,
your...
easy.
Sorry, mate. And you also, your Chaos Predator gets to fight first as well.
Oh, no. It'll be them and then.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, of
Predator
course it does,
in
yeah.
charge.
Okay.
So,
So clearly you're going with the Predator first.
yeah.
Oh, he missed with every single hit.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Oh,
He's
no.
just so.
The will has left him. Okay, so the one guy going into... Actually, no, we're going to do the... Yeah, we'll do the one guy into the Legionaries. And then the Predator gets to fight this way. So it's 3 hits. It is 2 big wounds at -2.
Yeah, he's
Okay, he's dead. And now the Predator gets to fight the thing I wanted. So please, 1 attack, hit me on that 6. He
Nope.
does not hit on the 6.
Thunderhammer!
Okay, the Nemesis Demon Great Hammer is coming
That
in.
one too.
He's got 3 big hits. Does he get any wounds? He gets 1 mortal wound and 1 regular wound on top. So that is going to be 2 saves at -2 in this case. So 5, sorry.
No, mortal wound, he's at. Right.
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
just do that.
And he's gone.
explode?
Does he explode though?
So, come on! No.
He does not explode, but that is another unit taken out. So that is it, and that means that the entirety of the board over here has been cleared of chaos. Only 1 Chaos Predator, 1 Chaos Rhino, and 1 Berserker remain for now because we have to do morale.
No,
He
he's
said 1 again. You are you are the morale machine, my friend. So at the end of that, we score no prisoners, and we can score hold the line at the end of your next turn. And we did defend the stronghold as well because we'd already done that, so that is being cashed in too. So that's an extra 10 victory points for us right now. So we go into Chewie's turn 4. Here we are, Chewie's turn 4, and he has said he is not backing down without a fight. He is going to use his Chaos Predator to the full extent and also make sure that his Berserker does as much damage as possible against that Dread Knight. He wants him down. So you're going to do your shooting against
I'm
those.
going to move first. but
Okay,
I
sure.
realise I need some shots there.
Okay, yeah, sure. So you're
I'm
going to...
going to do that.
Yep, that makes sense.
Bring him down there.
Yep,
without
zoom,
wrecking.
Yep, cool.
So that's that.
And then this guy's going to come around the corner
Go.
and make sure... Yeah, a final last hurrah against the Dread Knight.
Yeah.
So that's been the movement phase. In terms of the shooting, it's time for the Soul Shatter Las Cannon to obliterate
I'm going
these
to do
guys
little
here.
pot shots first.
Okay, so the combi bolter going
Is that
in
range?
against...
That's 2. 2 hits.
2 hits.
1 wound.
1 wound. He has not managed to get through anything there.
Right. Plasma pistol over there. Do I overcharge?
Yes.
No.
Let's do overcharge.
He's,
Let's overcharge.
he's overcharging the plasma pistol.
Overcharge!
It's the big hits. And also, does that, because of the wanton thing, does
Oh
that
yeah,
explode?
it's additional shot.
Yeah,
Overcharge.
yeah.
Yep. Okay, so wounding on.
Something. That will wound.
Strength 8.
Yep.
Strength 8, so what toughness are you?
I'm toughness 6 with my, I think so,
So
2
2
wounds, and it's AP.
-3.
Okay, so 4 up, super shields. Fails 1.
2 damage.
2 damage. He's down to 3 wounds. Oh no.
Go on,
Oh
Berserker.
no. Berserk.
Kill that man.
Berserker. Okay, so now it is time for the Soul Shatter cannons, is it?
Yeah, so I've got the gun on top as well.
Yeah.
So let's do the 2 las cannons first, normal.
Okay.
1 hits.
Actually,
no.
2 because
2,
I'm the
yeah.
closest unit to you.
So, and then
yeah,
the
so that's
soul.
2 again, so there's 4 hits in total already.
And then the 4
Oh dear. Oh dear.
bolter shots.
Yeah, 4 bolter shots coming in. 3 hits.
Right, so let's do them out of the way. Get them
Sure
out of the way. 2 wounds.
2 wounds, no AP. I do. You kill a man and 1. So I've got 2 guys left, and now it's the 4 wounds to make of this. So
Right.
first 2.
First 2, which would be the sponsons.
So 2s. Okay, yep, so here we go. It's AP minus a lot.
-3. Yeah.
So it'll be 6 up saves. Nope, they are both through. So it's 1 first D6 is. 1 is dead, the second one is also dead. He has cleared that unit of interceptors.
Yeah, good.
Brutal. The Berserker's going in against the Dread Knight.
Come on.
Go on, just roll it. What is it?
8.
He's
Easy.
in there.
Cool
And
number.
now you're going to be spending some CP to make
Yes.
sure that you do some wounds.
So I'm going to do
Is it Glories of Corn?
Death
The one
of the
that's...
False Emperor.
Death
and
of False and reroll, and
Yep.
then Fury of Corn.
Okay, so this is going to be re-rolling all hits and any 6s auto wounds. So he has 5 attacks, is that correct? 6 attacks.
is the champ.
Yep.
6 attacks hitting on 3s, but re-rolling everything.
2.
Oh, was it 2s for him?
Yeah, actually, Black Legion.
Black Legion.
Oh,
2.
yeah, of course. Here we go. Oh, he's dropped 2, but he gets to re-roll both of those into all hits. And now he's going to be wounding on 5s, isn't he?
Did you not get any 6s on?
Nay, 6s. And its strength of the thing is just user, is it?
Strength 6, isn't it?
Jinx.
Oh, okay, so in that case, then he's been wounding on 4s. He gets 1 wound through, unfortunately, and AP minus is a lot, so it's going to be 4 up safe, which he does
Yeah.
make, unfortunately. Okay, so my Dread Knight is wounded, so it's only 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, though. He drops 1 already, so it's got 2 through. It's going to be wounding on 2s because it's strength 10. Oh, he only gets the 1 wound through,
One wound.
minus 3, so let's see.
My 2 up in Bun.
Here we go, here we go. He actually, has he made this? I can't believe it, he actually made the save. So yes, that means that we are tied up in battle here, but should we, do you have anything to say here?
Yeah, I think I might just concede.
we
Yeah.
A fantastic battle. I really enjoyed that. It was incredibly close in the first 2 turns because of the way that you were moving across and pushing us back and dropping in lots of very scary things. But thanks to the will of the God Emperor and just, let's face it, a lot of jammy rolls here. And Chewie not making the roll of the charge there with Abaddon is a unfortunate one because I think that would have gone completely differently.
And my mistake of not doing Scorn of
Oh, the Scorn of Sorcery to-
on him.
Yeah, if you could have blocked those smites there, it may have ended up differently. But that is the way that the cookie and sometimes the Horus, the Chloris of Horus, crumbles indeed. So that has been our battle report of Grey Knights and White Scars versus Black Legion. 2,000 points. Hope that you enjoyed that. Let us know what you thought about it down in the comment section below. And if you want to follow us over on the socials, you can do so. Follow Chewie at
DZTV, Jury.
Hell yeah, and you can follow Beanie at
Beanie 40K.
Beanie 40K, and you can follow me at RetroJ, but the O is a 0. That has been it for our battle report today. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Chewie.
Thank you.
And we'll see you all very soon. Bye.
Bye.